This is the explanation for the 2-card trick, McCoy's 2-card trick. I will say that I really use this all the time. I use this every time I go out to bat, actually. It's one of my staple workers. It's not that difficult to do. Here's the explanation. First of all, you have someone choose a card, and they take one, say it's the Queen of Clubs. Obviously I don't see this. When they put it back, you must control the card second from top. And hopefully most of you know how to do that. One way might be to have it in the middle, bring one card over, keep a break, and then double cut that to the top. Put the Queen second. The easiest way would be to do the tilt move, so you angle the top card this way. From the back you cannot see that. This goes in here. I push a few cards below so it looks like it's come out the middle, and the illusion is the card has gone into the middle, when in fact it's second from top. There are many ways to get the card second from the top. Okay. Another way might be to break the cards. Okay. Double cut that to the top. So now it's on the top. You could actually get away with just slipping one over to the top, as long as you're casual about it. Another way would be to break at the bottom card and cut and drop the bottom card and then bring that to the top. This is just by way of explanation. There are many ways to do this. Once you're in that position, it's always nice that there's a card that contrasts with it, but it's not essential. This is where you say to the spectator, I'm going to put 2 cards down, and it's very important that none of the cards are yours. So I sort of feign a double lift here. I do this sort of thing. Or sometimes I like to do the dingle double lift, so I feign this thing here. But that is genuinely the top card, so I say, is this your card? And they say no. So I say, well, I'll put that slightly to your left. Before I go in to this next part, which is actually a double lift, I joke with them and say, do you remember what that card was? And they usually say, of course I do. However, if you've been doing lots of tricks beforehand, they might say, well, I'm not too sure what it is. It's an added little convincer for me. I always sort of say, well, okay, check it. So they have a quick check, and it's the 5. Now you don't let them do that with the second card, but when they recreate the trick, they seem to say, well, I saw the cards on the table. I actually saw one of them. So then, their card's now on the top. So you do a double lift. Actually, let's not use the jack, it's too close to the Queen. You do a double lift, which I'm not going to go into here. There are many ways to do a double lift. And this is the 10 of diamonds. So that's the 5 of diamonds. And this is the 10 of diamonds. Is it your card? They say no. So that goes there. So this is now the Queen. This is where it becomes very interesting. You say, I tell you what, choose one of the 2 cards, the 5 or the 10. There's a bit of magician's choice that goes on here. If they say, I'll have the 5, you say, well, I tell you what, turn over the 5 with your left hand and put your right hand on top of the 10. Okay? So they turn over this one and put the other hand on top of the 10. However, if they choose the 10, you say, are you sure you want the 10? Yes. You say, well, I tell you what, put your hand on top of the 10 and turn over the 5. Either way, you end up with this one face up and this one under their hand. Now, some people are scared of the top change. Nothing to be afraid of. Certainly top changes are very difficult to do right in front of somebody, but a little bit of misdirection. This is what I do. I pick up the 5 and say, well, here's the 5. It's not your card, is it? And then I point to this card and say, and that's not your card either. And they're sort of looking down here as I come back and do a top change. Okay, one more time. Everyone's different, everyone has their own little bits of misdirection. But there's the 5. Is this your card? No. And this is the 10, and that's not your card, is it? And they say, no. I do my top change. And I say, would it be amazing if I could turn this 5 into that 10? Now remember, they think there's a 10 under their hand. Let's take this extra deck here. They think that that's a 10 of diamonds. They think that this is the 5 of diamonds. So I say, would it be amazing if I could turn this 5 into that 10? Now, this gets a great reaction. Great reaction, and then the bigger reaction follows. I do this sort of thing. It's changed to the 10. Now they think the 10's there, so they're, whoa, what's happened? And then it sinks in. Some people sort of preempt it, and they get even more excited. They say, no way. I say, well, check the 10. I always emphasize that. I always say, even though they can see the 10, I say, check the 10. Because obviously, you could have 2 10s. Check the 10. They check. It's now their card. So it's quite a great. I think it's a great trick. To more experienced workers, it's not that difficult. It's just little bits that are put together. It's very fast. It's very snappy. And in walk around magic, we like quicker tricks rather than longer tricks usually. And as I say, this is done by me every time. Every time I perform close up, I do this trick. It packs a wallop, friends. It packs a wallop. Thank you. Hope you enjoy it.